We've been working on barking with May in the yard. Because that's where she tends to bark the most. And part of it's just excitement. Wait. But it's a perfect opportunity, no matter what it is, to work quiet. So we already taught her in the yard quiet, but we weren't able to reward her. So I want this to be a reward, and that way when you tell her quiet, she'll just be settled. So even though she's already quiet, I'm just teaching her what quiet means. And for this cue, you really have to kind of raise your voice and make it more assertive, because you have to make sure that they can hear you over their barking. Quiet. Yes. Girl. So really what I want is quiet eye contact. Because that way when she's barking and you tell her quiet, she'll look up at you and be quiet. Or if you can catch her before she barks, you can tell her quiet and she'll look up at you and ignore the distraction. And as long as she's being quiet, I'll go ahead and reward that. Quiet. Yes. Oh. Yes. Wait. And so now, I like to add in noises that might startle her, and then I can still tell her quiet. Quiet. Yes. And you can do this at home if you have your phone and you look up, download dog barking, because that's what she seems most reactive. So when you play noises of dogs barking or playing, and she can hear it in the background, you can tell her quiet before she barks. Yes. And so I just told her quiet and she made eye contact. And so this is where it starts. We're just teaching her the cue. There's no distractions in here. I want her to understand what quiet means. And then we'll add it in to distractions. So that way when I come back into the yard and she's being loud or barking, I can tell her quiet and she should stop. So again, even though she's quiet, we're still gonna tell her quiet, and then we're gonna reward her for being quiet. Quiet. Yes. So she made eye contact, so I reward her. And she can hear, there's dogs barking while they're playing, and she can hear that. Wait. Here. Sit. So now she's a little apprehensive. And so I'm just gonna slowly move the chair, but I'm gonna reward her as well. And that way she'll associate this chair with food. And again, I'm gonna drop it, and I'm gonna reward her. Quiet. Yes. Good. So we're doing that in the yard. I'm working it here. And just as much as possible, you want to start adding in distractions once she understands what quiet means. Quiet means eye contact and no barking. Quiet! So if you catch her when she barks, if you have to tell her quiet when she's already barking, then we're just going to calm her down, wait till she's settled, and then we'll start rewarding her. But we're not going to reward her right away. Quiet. Good girl. So for the jumping, I would recommend putting your knee up if she tries to jump on you. And so what that's going to do is she's going to jump right into your knee, and she's not going to want to do that anymore. So once she stops and she's calm, like this, then you reward. So she jumps, I put my knee up, you can put it up sideways so she's not directly bouncing into your knee. You can put it up sideways and she'll fall backwards, but it'll help her understand that jumping up on people is not okay. And then when she stops jumping and she's quiet and calm, I'll reward that. Any good behavior that you want to reward it. If you're looking for a dog that doesn't bark, well, when she's not barking, you have to reward it. If you want a dog that makes eye contact, when they do, you have to reward it. Even if it seems like, oh, I've already done this, she already knows it, you just have to keep adding it into your training session. So I'm not going to work this for 5-10 minutes. I'm going to add it in a couple times, and I'm going to move on. Otherwise, the training sessions get boring, they lose interest, and once they lose interest, it becomes frustrating. So we gotta make it fun, we gotta keep it short, and we gotta be successful. Quiet! And then always end your training session on a success. Meaning, quiet, eye contact, good. If you do something and she's not getting it, and that's the last thing she remembers, the training session wasn't fun, she wasn't successful, she doesn't want to train. But if we ended on a good note, like something that I worked yesterday, I worked paw. So I'm just going to take this paw right now and I'm just going to feed her. Again, associating hand and paw with food. Don't. And then she's going to want to put her paw in my hand because she knows that when she does, she gets food. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. So I'll introduce roll. And right there, I'm just taking her head and I'm just tucking it to her right here, right before her leg. And so if you take it and you leave her right here and you start pulling her backwards, there you go, and then she'll get on her side and you can just help her. Just get onto her back and then let go and let her finish with her momentum. Okay? Right? Down. Good girl, yes. So I'm gonna take her head, right? And I'm just gonna tuck it. Here you go, right here. Come. Yeah, good girl. Yeah, you wanna crawl? Here you go. That's it. So you wanna take her head. You're just gonna tuck it right there. And then we're gonna help her, support her, and there. So now I'll put her in for reflection because she understood what I asked her to do. She did it willingly. That's a success. And so I want to end it there.